This young man was living on I'll call it an island. And he said, one day I'm going to go to America, Mr. Kinko. One day. And he kept seeing these planes fly overhead. July 9th of 2002, he finally got on his wish to jump on a plane, fly to America. He landed on the East Coast and he found the job working at Applebee's. And he said, look, you mean to tell me there's an opportunity I could use my mouth for it and flip burgers and flip over this hot stove? I'm in. He got started at the right young age of 20 years old. He's 20, actually he just made 29 on March the 6th. He just made 29. He's one of the birthdays of last month as well as myself. Without further ado, he got started, built a big organization and kind of left him. And he said, I start all over again. And one of the things I love about him, he has satchel after satchel after satchel of just journal after he's journaled everything. And he's got wisdom of a 50-year-old. He's only 29. Without further ado, Regional Vice President Platinum, probably the youngest SVP, the great Mr. Shakeel Cooper.
Thank you. I'm excited to be back again. I want to thank everyone for being on the call today, for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to little old me speak today. But I'm really excited to be on the call today. For the people that don't know who I am, quick background. I got started in this industry about 9 years ago at the age of 20 years old, working at a restaurant called Applebee's. Going to college at the time, no business background. A friend of mine invited me out to see the business, came out, saw the information, got started right on the spot. And since November of 2013, I haven't had to punch a clock for anybody else. So I'm not going to tell you that's going to be your story, but that was my story. I got started October 27, 2013, and I saw that, what if I put that same time and energy into building my own business that I was going to put into going to school to get a college degree and also working at Applebee's where I was getting paid $3.63. So for me to make the decision to go full-time right away, we can agree. 20 years old, don't have too much bills, not too much responsibility. But what I did was I had a dream, and my dream was to be financially free in my 20s. I always told myself, I want to be a millionaire in my 20s. I want to be a millionaire in my 20s, but I wasn't in the right vehicle that was going to get me there. So I decided to do something different in order to get something different. So for the past 9 years, I've been an entrepreneur full-time. So today, if you're taking notes, I would like you to get your pen ready because we're going to go straight into the information. So the first thing I want to talk about is I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own effort by J. Paul Getty, one of the first billionaires. And you probably heard this quote before, but most people never really read the quote, soaked it in, and said to myself, that makes a lot of sense because we can agree that most people are trained to do what? Get paid off of 100% off of their own efforts. They never get a chance to earn a percentage off of other people's effort. So what I loved about network marketing when I got started was they said that you can get paid a percentage off of what your business partners do, but also what their team do. So just imagine you getting a percentage when other people work. Just think about it like this right now. What if at your job right now, your boss told you that you get a percentage off of every single person that worked their check? How hard would you work? See, most people would love that job, right? Because you come into work, you know for a fact, just think about it like this, right? Who on the call ever had a job and they told you that you had to train the new person and you did not get paid for it? How did you feel? You feel like, man, I'm doing extra work. Why am I training somebody else? Why am I doing somebody else's job to replace me and I'm not getting paid for it? So the reason why I love network marketing, because it told me that no matter what, I get a percentage off of other people's effort. I don't care if it was 1%, 2%, 5%, 10%, because we all can agree on this call, right? That a percentage of a big number is still a big number. And what you're doing right now today, are you only getting paid when you work or do you get paid when other people work? Because I understood that the wealthy people, they got paid off of other people's effort. I never met the owner of Applebee's. I never met the owner of any of these major companies that I love to support. But we can agree that the owner hired other people, taught them how to run the business so that they can be on the beach vacationing the world. And guess what? They're still earning a percentage off of what every single person in that company do. So first, it starts with a mindset. So you have to develop the mindset of an entrepreneur. And an entrepreneur is getting paid off of other people's effort. It's not just exchanging time for money, because it's only 24 hours in the day. And if it's only 24 hours in the day, that's not enough time to make money for me, right? From there, you only win when you help others win. So you have to be that person that you have to care about helping other people win. You can't be selfish in this business. You got to care about other people. And that was one of the best things for me, because every job I had to help other people. My first real job was a lifeguard. So I was in charge of helping other people not drown, right? So that was a really important. So that first job right there, it made me start caring about people, because if I didn't care about other people being a lifeguard and something happened, it would be on me. So I had to care about I had to care about other people. Point blank period. You have to care about other people, because if you don't care about other people, you're not going to last too long in this business, because there's many other things in the world that you can do where you really don't have to help a lot of people in order to generate some type of income, right? So number one, never stop learning. If you're taking notes, I want you to write that down in bold. Never stop learning. See, a lot of times people stop learning. They stop being a student because they feel as though I already got this pen, I already got to where I need, I already made this type of money. But guess what? You always be a student. You never stop learning. And in business, as in life, you should never stop. Why? Because there's so much danger in thinking that you know everything that you need to know. Who ain't know some people that they just know it all, but they don't have it all together, right? You never want to become that person where you know it all. You always want to be a student. Do not let your pen get you to a point where you feel as though you know it all, because guess what? You don't know it all. Every day is a new day to learn something new. I'm still learning things every single day, right? As your business grows, the number of people involved increases. So also will be the need for you to broaden your people skills. You have to broaden your people skills. You're going to be dealing with all types of people from all types of walk of life. Your leadership skills, meaning that you have to work on becoming a better leader, because guess what? If you can't lead people, they're not going to stick with you long term. They're just not going to stick with you long term. And you're going to find yourself on this hamster wheel where you're getting people in and then they leave. You're getting people in, they leave. And it just continues to happen for your whole entire career. You just continue to start over. Instead of getting people involved in your business, they stick around and then they grow. So also will be the knowledge of business management and finances also has to increase. As you continue to grow in this business and as you continue to make more money, guess what? You're going to also want to have to teach your people the same thing. Because if you're not being smart with your finances, what's going to happen is you're going to have people in your business that make money, and then they're going to go through a period in their business where they didn't have great money management, and they're going to go through tough times. And when most people go through tough times, what do? They blame everything and everybody but themselves, right? So as a leader, you want to be leading your people in the right direction. Not everyone is going to listen to you, but we can agree that if you're just a great leader, because what I understood is that people don't do what you say, people do what you do. So if you're being that example, you're showing people, guess what's going to happen? They're going to do everything that you do. So I tell people all the time, be the example, be the leader that you want in your organization. Be the person that you want to recruit. Instead of saying to yourself, I can't wait until I get this A player to get started in my business, why don't you become that A player? Because guess what? You attract who you are. If you're taking notes, I want you to write that down. You attract who you are. So if you're doing all this, if you're working on yourself every single day, if you're growing as a person, guess what's going to happen? You're going to find like-minded people that do the same thing. And those are the best people to have a part of your team, right? The network marketing industry is a unique university. I tell people this is like going to college, right? But guess what? In this college, you can earn while you learn. Think about it. Where else in the world can you earn while you learn? Because most of the time, let's say you go to college, right? Before you even get the piece of paper, 9 times out of 10, you're already in 60, 70, 80, $100,000 worth of debt. First, you got to learn there, then you got to earn. Why not learn and earn at the same time. That's why I love network marketing, because the more I learned, the more I earned. I didn't need it to get to a certain point in order for me to start making money. I just had to work on myself. I had to grow. So the network marketing industry, again, it's a unique university of learning, and you should embrace the opportunities to continually take advantage of it. Just treat it like it's a university. Because some of you guys on this call, you went to college, you got a degree, and you probably don't even use it. But you put the time in, you put the money in. But when it comes to something that's owning your own business, you don't want to do the same thing. And maybe the reason why, because you probably invested $50,000, $60,000 into your business. So you're treating it like you just invested a couple $100. So guess how much you're going to make out of the opportunity? Maybe just a couple $100. I treated this before I made money like I invested a lot of money. I treated like I invested 6 figures into it. You wouldn't go and buy a Chick-fil-A franchise and not take it serious, right? So a lot of times, because of the low entry fee, most people don't treat it like a Fortune 500 company. So they never get a chance to really experience how it feels to build that type of company. And guess what? You can build that company inside of this company, because at the end of the day, we deal with people. There's no limit to how many people that you can talk to. But there's also no limit on how many people that your peoples can talk to. See, I remember when the business first started with me and I knew everyone in my team. Now today, I don't know anyone. Last week, my team had a big event. It was about 200 people there. They ran their own events. How in the world can my downline run their own events? Why? Because I ran my own events. Everything that I did, they're doing the same thing to this day. If I didn't do it, I couldn't teach them how to do it. Don't you want a business that runs without you? Don't you want events that run without you? Don't you just want a business just on autopilot? Because my business has been on autopilot for 9 years. I tell people this all the time. Through the tough times, through the slow times, guess what? A check came into my bank account every single week. I don't care how much it was. I got a check every single week for the past 9 years since I've been involved in this business. Why? Because the business continued to grow without me. Why? Because I have a system in place. How did I get that system? I became the system. And I always talk about the system, right? As your business grows, new product and services may be available. New and exciting tools and a better way of doing things, right? So if you don't continue to grow, how would you learn about the new product, the new services? We can agree that ACN just had a convention, right? We can agree they got new products coming out, new services coming out, right? So if you're that leader that's stuck in that, oh, I already have it figured out, you're going to be lost in the past, because you're not going to have the mindset to go out there and learn these new services that ACN is offering, right? And it's vital that you stay abreast of any of the changes and development that can affect your business, because guess what? Things always change. The danger in not doing so is a business that becomes stale and stagnant. Who in here on the call is tired of your business becoming stale and stagnant? You feel as though that you're running in place, you're not going anywhere. The reason why, because you stopped learning. You stopped growing. You just sitting around hoping that something happened or somebody come involved in your business and blow. I tell people this all the time, right? You never want an A player to come involved in your business and you're not ready for them. Because guess what's going to happen? They're going to blow you out the water. See, for example, the guy that brought me involved in the business, he didn't know I was an A player. He knew I was going to be good, but he didn't know what was going to happen. And he got me involved in the business. And because he didn't take it serious, guess what happened? He never made no money off of me. Never. I blew him out the water since day one. And then that was my best friend. And guess what happened? He quit. He never renewed. But now, today, he can have a business that's overriding with 6 figures worth of monthly billing value. All he had to do was continue to grow. But no, he wanted to become stagnant. He didn't want to continue to grow. He didn't want to continue to go to the events. He told himself, man, and I'd rather go get a job. So always be willing to learn new things, and don't let yourself become too comfortable with the knowledge you already have and feel that it will get you by. It won't get you by. You got to learn new knowledge every single day. You got to learn knowledge every single day. And in the majority of the businesses, you're either going forward or backwards. So either you're growing or you're not growing. Either your business is improving every single day or it's not improving every single day. But you got to be real with yourself, because if you're not having these conversations with yourself, I promise you're going to be stuck exactly where you're at. And it's often said that your income can be in a direct relation to the books that you read and the people that you associate with. So look at your income right now, and then go to your phone and look at the 5 people that you talk to every single day. We can agree that those 5 people you guys have about the same type of income, the same type of lifestyle, and probably do the same type of things. See, once I stopped hanging around people that was just comfortable with life, they didn't want more out of life. When I started to change my circle and the people that I spoke to every single day, my life changed. So for this, it can be a scary thought. Why? Because guess what? Most people are scared to change. But if you don't change, then nothing is going to change, right? And this may be the reason that they're not better off financially. The reason why you're probably not better off financially where you want to be right now is because of the people that you're associating with and the books that you read. It's all on you. Listen, you can't blame nobody else but yourself. This call is all about putting the blame on yourself. Don't blame nobody else. Nobody is responsible for your life but you. Reading positive and motivating books and associating with positive, motivating, successful people can both provide you with the opportunity to learn and grow beyond where you are right now. And in turn, it will grow your income. I'm telling you, you got to get better mentors. Sometimes you might have to pay other people to learn, to do different things. You got to pay for it. A lot of times, people don't want to pay to grow. They want the book for free. They want everything for free. But we can agree that everything that's free is not good for you. You got to invest into yourself. You got to invest into yourself. If you don't invest into yourself, then guess what's going to happen? You're not going to get to where you need to go. You're just not going to get to where you need to go. Because I realized that by having mentors in place, they can teach me how to not go through the same mistakes. They can also teach me how to not do the things that they've done and to get to where they're at faster than them. So again, you want to grow. You have to grow. Nothing is going to change if you don't grow. You got to start reading books. I don't care if you're not the best reader. Start reading books. Start watching motivational videos on YouTube. Turn off the TV. Turn in your cable box. Listen, I told people this. I haven't really watched TV in 9 years. When I got started in business, you know what I did with my TV? I unplugged it and I put a vision board on the front of it. That's what I did. I don't watch TV. And that's why I'm where I'm at now in my life. Think about it, right? I'm not exactly where I need to be, but I can tell you that nobody that I know have lived their 20s like me. You know how good it feels to be free in your 20s? Do you know how good it feels to be free since you was 20 years old? Just think about it. Like, it's no better feeling in the world. But you can do it at 60, you can do it at 50, you can do it at 40. It don't matter the age, but just think about it, right? The most valuable thing that you have on this call is your time. See, the longer it takes you to grow, to get to where you need to go, the less time that you have to enjoy it. You don't want to be the person that worked for 64 years and then retire at 65, and then you only got 5, maybe 10 years left to live, when you could have enjoyed the past 50. Because the reason why I said it, because I watched it happen for myself. My grandmother worked until she was 68, and then she got sick, and then she can't do anything now. She can't even enjoy retirement. So what was the point of you working 50 plus years just to retire to do nothing, sit at home? I didn't want that for myself. So you know what I did? I did something different at an early age. So people's perception, right? People have many perceptions of network marketing, some positive, other negative. The naysayers are almost ill-informed and unqualified to say the things that they need to say just the same, right? So listen, you're going to have a lot of people that's unqualified and ill-informed, meaning that they don't have the right information, and they're going to just tell you a whole bunch of things that they read on the internet. Listen, don't listen to people that don't have what you want, and don't listen to negative people, because negative people live a negative life. It's just what it is. I'd rather be around people that tell me, man, listen, it might not be for me, but you're going to blow up in that industry. You're the right one. Those are the type of people that you want around you, right? You're going to have to deal with the negativity if you are to make a success of your network marketing business. Worrying about how people perceive your business and what they think of you being involved will certainly lead to failure. But if you talk to successful people in sports or business, you will find that all you have been faced with is a negative perception from others, right? So again, don't listen to negative people, right? Negative people are just negative because that's just who they are. One of the biggest cause of failure in network marketing is not the business did not work, but those involved never got to work the business because of worrying about what other people thought of them. That's the reason why most people fail right there, is because they spend too much time worrying about what other people thought about them, right? Success in this industry isn't finding the best person, but in turning into the right person. You don't want to find the right person. You want to become that right person, right? And you want to be cope with rejection, right? It is our natural disposition to walk people like us, to have agree with us, and we want to fit in. We want to be rejected. Hold on one second. We want to be rejected. And a lot of the time, the reason why people want to be rejected is because they're so used to it. They're so used to being rejected that to them, this is all that they know. So again, when people are rejected, what happens is that they just tend to be in a position where it's like they just stuck. They don't want to do anything, right? And because of this, you will have to recognize that rejection is a normal part of doing business and then learn how to handle it. Being in business means that you are in business of numbers, and doing business is a numbers game. The more you work the numbers, the better chance of you winning the game. Your network marketing business is no different, and you have to work the numbers. You have to work the numbers.
We have to work the numbers, You should be right back, everybody. But while we're waiting for him to jump back on, what did J. Paul Getty say he started off with? I'd rather get 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own effort. That's called leverage. That is one of the keys to wealth. What if you guys got 1% of all the Starbucks coffee sold today and a quarter on every Starbucks coffee sold in your city today? Whew. What about your whole state? Wow. See, that's what we don't realize. Oh, there he is. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I want to piggyback on what you just said. You know, think about a Starbucks, right? Just imagine if you got paid like Starbucks. And it's crazy that you said that. It's funny that you just said that. Most people don't even know that Starbucks is its own bank. Listen, Starbucks created an app where people can upload money onto the app. They can't redeem it. They upload money. Cash App have almost billions of dollars in reserves. Why? Because people buy coffee every single day. And they realize that they just have to get people to put money on the gift cards, and they're going to be a success story. So all they care about is the amount of people that just purchase a gift card and upload money on it. It's all about a numbers game. Think about a restaurant. Think about McDonald's. Think about Burger King. Think about all of these franchises. They play the numbers. Everything is about the numbers. If you're not playing the numbers, guess who you're playing? Yourself. You got to cope with rejection also. You got to cope with it. People are, listen, everyone is not going to like what you got going on. Everyone is not going to be down with what you got going on. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And at the end of the day, why do you even care about rejection in the first place? Why? It's only people's opinion. Nobody cares about, listen, I don't even care about people's opinion no more. I just don't. Because a lot of people, they just like to hear themselves talk. A lot of people, listen, people will tell you something will never work and they never tried it. People will tell you this thing don't work, and I'm like, have you ever tried it? No, but I just know it don't work. How do you know it don't work? So again, it's more about the people than the product. Network marketing is fundamentally building a business with other people who want the opportunity to better themselves financially and achieve their dreams and goals. See, that's the reason why people do the business. They either become better financially or to help them achieve their dreams and their goals, to help you get there. Your goal might be to make enough residual income where you just want to travel the world every single month. Whatever your dreams is your dreams, but I promise you, it can help you get there, right? The people who get involved in network marketing, they do so because they see buying and promoting the service available through the network as a way of achieving their dreams and goals. That's it. They just see it as a vehicle. It's just nothing but a vehicle, right? The majority of the people who will choose to join you will do so not because of the services, but because of the opportunity to achieve their dreams. Once they understand that they can do so by simply buying the services available through the website and using them themselves and or selling them to others, then the service will move naturally. See, if you want people to go out there and acquire services, try the services yourself. And then teach it to your team. See, everything that you're going to do, guess what's going to happen? You're going to duplicate it. But if you notice throughout this whole entire call, guess who's the only person that's going to make all of these things happen? You. Not your mentor, nobody. Nobody is coming out of the sky to move your business for you. Nobody. I tell people, get off your knees and get to work. Because just praying about it, hoping about it, it's not going to get you there. You got to have some type of thing called action. You got to move into action. Faith without work is dead. I'm sorry. You can say this, I'm going to plant me a big tree. If you plant a seed out there and you don't water it, do you think you're going to get a tree? No. So it's just like anything else. So let's say you got a dream. If you don't water that dream every single day by going out there and doing something to make it work, then your dream is going to stay exactly where it's at, in your mind. So again, it's just like anything in life. You have to do the work. You just got to do the work, right? One of your goals while building your business should be to know what the dreams and goals of the people in your team and assisting them to achieve their goals. I know what all my core people, what they want out of life. I talk to them every day, every other day. I know what they want. And my goal is to help them get there. So you do this by teaching them how to find other people who wish to participate for the same reasons, then assisting them to find even more people. We just looking for people that got dreams. We're just looking for people that want more out of life. See, a lot of times people are trying to beg people to dream. Why would you want to beg somebody else to have dreams for their life? Just go find people that already got dreams. See, that's why this business to me is so easy, because I'm not looking for everybody, but I will talk to everybody, but I'm not looking for everybody, right? So in turn, you develop a larger network of people who are collectively purchasing a large volume of services. And this is one of my favorite quotes. If you build it, they will come. Is a very true network marketing quote with a twist, right? If you build people, the sales of the services will come. Again, if you build people, you got to build people. We're in a people business. You got to develop people. Always remember, your network marketing business is very much more about people than services. Even though we offer all these services, if you don't have the right people in position with the right mindset, then guess what's going to happen? The people are not going to get the service, right? So if you build the people, the volume of your services will be built by default. See, that's why I spend so much time working on myself, so that I can pour into other people. And as they continue to grow, guess what happens? They continue to get more volume of services, more volume of brand new people that get started. And the reason why I know that, because it works. Every day I check my back office, new people, new customers, and I don't know them. But because I built those people up over these years, they go out there and they do the work. So you got to build people. You don't get paid by the hour. You get paid by the value that you bring to the hour. Got to change your mindset. Too many people feel as though, man, I done did this where, listen, no. What value are you bringing to the hour? Because that's what you're going to get paid for. See, it's a difference between a person that get paid at McDonald's, how much they get paid an hour, and then there's a difference between a CEO or vice president of a major corporation that's bringing value to people, how much they get paid. But we can't agree that they're the same people. Nobody's better than the other one, right? But what's the difference? Is the value that they bring is the difference in their paycheck. So if you bring no value, because it doesn't take too much to flip a burger, right? But we can agree it takes a lot to run a multi-million-dollar corporation. So again, you don't get paid by the hour. You get paid by the value that you bring to the hour. And that's all I got for you guys today.